Hello, my Marimomies, and for anyone who might be new here, hello. My name is Ashkariel. I am the fallen angel of FSP's third generation Lamentus. Why, yes, it did hurt when I fell from heaven, but perhaps I can make you hurt so much more. Hello, hello, good morning. I have another energy drink with me. Hooray. There's a couple in the fridge. I have to finish them. Anyway, welcome in. You survived. Welcome, Zeal. Welcome. How did I sleep? I slept okay. I should, you know how I should have opened today's stream. How I should have opened today's stream was with, I'm TT. I'm TT. I'm TT. Bitch. Girl, shut your goofy ass. I don't want to get into it. I'm TT. Alright, whatever. I'm not even gonna get it. I'm not even gonna start. I'm glad we're all irritated. Yeah, I was like, nah. Yeah, it's Love Island stuff. I don't want to get into it. Needless to say, not impressed. Needless to say, very unimpressed. Aylin, hello. Welcome in. Yeah. Oh, movie night's gonna be fun, isn't it? Movie night's gonna be a good time. You survived your meet and greets? Did you watch After Sun? I did watch After Sun. I knew I didn't trust that man, Corey. Okay. It's funny. I've seen so many takes. Hang on, I guess I'll put the veil on. Okay, very quickly, let's talk about Love Island and we'll get it out of the way. I think, honestly, that I've heard opinions on, like, Casey and everything. And it's like, I get it. I understand. Because I will say, I love the hosts of After Sun because they always tend to seem to have my opinion on shit. So I do like hearing from them. And the way they pitched it was like, he is playing the game. The game is being played. He is playing the game. But the way in which he plays the game is the problem. Right? Like, Casey is playing the game. And I've seen people be like, well, Casey has to put himself first in this game. Yes, and there is a way to do that. The way you do that is not by calling Anaya a grandma because she won't fuck you. You can tell I'm irritated. Right? Calling Anaya a grandma because she won't sleep with you is probably not it. Saying that the Casa girls are like college girls by comparison to the Villa girls who are like high school girls because they want to be in a relationship with you is fucking weird. Yeah. Well, and it's something that, like, that I appreciate because it's like, I appreciate that I'm watching the show with the people I'm watching the show with because they point out something that I would have never caught, right? And the thing they point out is the way Casey and Corbin talked about and treated the Casa girls was weird. They treated Casa Amor like it was a strip club. And I was like, that is such a fucking good way to put it. And I think that's what really freaked me out and confused the shit out of me. I also saw, by the way, I'm just gonna get this aside. People saying that Zach was gonna try to leave with whatever her name was, the angel girl. There's no proof of that. Why the fuck would he do that? Like, I saw that on Twitter a couple times, people being like, Zach was gonna try to leave the villa or leave Casa with, what's her name? We don't know that, and why would he do that? Like, I genuinely think, like, I made jokes that, like, I'll be returning to the villa on my own. Right? It's like, because the girl I was talking to ended up being big time not good person. Right? But he was gonna return to the villa on his own. There's no way he was gonna pick her over, like, Kata. Like, there's just no, I'm sorry, no. Right? No. That would never happen. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't, and it's not me saying Zach's this really great guy. It's just me saying, like, that doesn't make sense. Right? But of course people are gonna say that. All right. The other thing is that Carl is very much exactly who we thought he was, which I love. Like, Carl is exactly like Carl and Caleb. My favorite person on the show right now is Caleb, because when Caleb gets back, first of all, blonde girl, I owe you a fucking apology. I thought you were a little dumb. You're the only one with her head screwed on right from Casa, like from Casa Amor. You're the only one who walked out and understood, oh, I'm a Casa Amor girl. So when I am coming into the villa, I am coming into their space. I cannot come in with fucking negative energy when I'm supposed to live with these girls now for the next who knows how long. And I have to get the people watching the fucking show to like me. What a dumb fucking move to be aggressive towards the girls we actually give a fuck about. Crazy. Crazy. Right? So the blonde girl who came in with Caleb understood the assignment. She just kind of nodded and smiled. And then when Caleb sat down, right? When Caleb sat down and they're like, Caleb! Okay, the way the girls treat Caleb brings me joy. Right? The way the girls, like the Villa girls, and even some of the Casa girls, to be honest, treat Caleb, it makes me happy. And the reason why is because they treat Caleb with such, like, care, right? Because they're like, Caleb! Nobody was mad at Caleb. Nobody was mad at Caleb during that whole thing, right? Caleb sits down, they're like, oh, I'm glad we said we would keep you. And Caleb's like, yeah, me too, you know? And Caleb sits down, and he's all happy to see everybody, and everything's good. And then one of them goes, yeah, you guys were talking crazy during Casa. And he's like, yeah, we would. What? Yeah, we were talking. What? And his face drops because Caleb's like, oh, they are fucked. Also, Sincere, boy. When Sincere walked out thinking like, yeah, I'm such a good catch, and I'm like, that was so Sincere walking back being like, yeah, it's all about Melanie. It's like, you know, I was just doing this about Melanie. After 5 seconds, so we didn't know this until after Sun. He told Amora, I think was her name. I like her, by the way. He tells Amora, if we had spent more time together, you would have been the one. First of all, fucking patronizing. I'm glad Amora pointed that out during After Sun. Like, that's incredibly patronizing. 2, the like, I have to, like, as a wise man once told me that, you know, I have to fall on my shield, and like that I have to fall on my shield and do what I have to do, right? And I'm like, oh, that's nice. That's nice that he's like giving like credit to Bryce. That's cool. And then during After Sun, all of the hosts and Amora and Sydney, I think were their names, point out, like, what the fuck was that? And the hosts have to be like, he's referencing this. And they're like, okay, we didn't fucking know that. So what the hell was he talking about? And I'm like, oh, right. Bryce only said that to Sincere, and we, the audience, know he said that. And that was a banger line. But what the like, the girls aren't gonna know what the hell that means, right? So it's just a funny line. It's like, what the fuck? So funny. So yeah, just very, very weird. Very, very weird. Sincere's just playing it up for the camera, 100%. 100% just playing it up for the camera. Very goofy. So yeah. So hang on. You know what? I'm gonna do something because nobody's in trouble. It's just, I feel like, hang on. I feel like I need to do this sometimes. There we go. Anyway. Okay, anyway. As I was saying. I feel like the amount of times that we've been talking about this show and people come in and are like, what the fuck is he talking about? I'm just gonna have it on screen from now on. I'm just gonna have it on screen from now on. So, yeah. We apologize for the chat. Love Island conversation. Anyway. So, what was I saying? Right, Sincere. So Sincere comes back, and he's like, yeah, you know, it's all about Melanie, and like, it always comes, like, so it's all about Melanie. And Melanie's like, I don't know if you have a dick in your brain, but your behavior ain't it. Right? And I'm like, you know, you could have picked Corey and still yelled at Sincere, right? You know you could have done that, right? Like, you didn't have to pick Sincere just so that you could yell at Sincere. Like, that's what was craziness to me, is I'm like, Mel. I support Melanie rights and wrongs. I love Melanie. I want better for Melanie. I just want Melanie to wake the fuck up, right? But I do like, okay, and again, this is what I mean when I say Carl is that guy. Because Carl's like, well, I think the problem is, like, and to be fair, Corey said this as well, that, like, when you're in a situation like this, it's hard to break out of it. So Corey did everything he could to try to break Melanie out of it. It just didn't work, right? Like, it just didn't work, right? Well, and what I like is that the Casa girls were like, no, Sincere is really charming. He actually makes you feel like the only woman in the room. Right? Like, it's very easy to understand. Once you know Sincere, it's very easy to understand how Melanie is under this spell. Right? And it's like, okay, so yeah, like she just can't break out of it, you know. Melanie could do way better. Let me tell you something. 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 Melanie is so fine. She is so fine. I can't believe she's fine. Like how fine Melanie actually is. She is so fine. So fine. So fine. Right? And what kills me is part of the reason why she is scrumptious even. I agree, scrumptious even, right? And the reason why she is so fine isn't just because she's beautiful, because obviously she's beautiful, right? Melanie is so fine because she's actually a really fucking good person who stands on business. Because you know they had to ejecto seat my girl from TT, because TT was trying to talk some shit, right? Like, TT was trying to be like on some shit with Trinity. First of all, hon, Trinity would have knocked your goofy ass the fuck out. Second of all, I can't help but notice both Melanie and Kenzie were just gone after TT started talking shit. The reason why we know they're gone is because we can see them just magically not by the fire pit after suddenly everybody calms down. So what really happened is producers definitely ran in to be like, hey, no fighting. No fight. No fight. No fucking fighting. Right? Like it was an episode of Peaky Blinders. No fight. No fight. No fucking fight. Right? An AFTERKARIEL stream for my birthday. Wonderful. Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gala. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Oh my goodness. And thank you for the 2 months. Holy cow. My goodness. Holy cow. Anyway. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. 2 months is a long time. That's a long time for us to spend together. I've been sitting on my bed for the past 2 hours playing Otome games. Oh, okay. Hey, yeah, that's a good time. I'm just saying, that's a fun time. Anyway, what I was gonna say about the fight. Trinity could have taken TT. I'm sorry. I've met people like TT who talk a big game and then cannot back that shit up, and that's the energy she gives, is like, talk a big game, cannot back it up in any way, shape, or form. Right? So if I'm not worried about Trinity, you bet your fucking ass I am not worried about Melanie. Right? Because Melanie's suddenly not being there. Because if Trinity was getting spoken to in some kind of way, the first person who's gonna be like, no. The first person to stand on business is gonna be Melanie. I know Melanie was gonna try to get in this girl's face. Because she's like, TT basically said, like, do something about it. And then all you hear is, what's up? Yeah, and I'm like, the second I hear what's up, I knew exactly who the fuck that was. Right? I knew exactly who that was. So I heard, what's up? And I'm like, oh boy. And then suddenly she's not there. So what definitely happened was that Kenzie and Melanie got too heated by that situation, right? You could see Melanie get up. Yeah, no, I was like, nah, Melanie would have whooped her fucking ass. And Kenzie's crazy. So Kenzie probably also would have whooped TT's ass, right? Because Kenzie's a crazy person. Kenzie would have hit the splits midair and drop kicked her ass with one of her heels. You know, like, Kenzie's fucking crazy, right? So, and and as much as I like Amora and, I said her name earlier, and now I'm forgetting it. The other girl. I do like them. The other Costa girls. What I didn't like is like, oh, we love her about TT, and I'm like, media fucking training, please. Oh my god. Right? Like, not even media training. Just have some fucking decency. Right? Because I was like, what do you mean we love TT? That's some of the most immature, goofy, dumbass shit I have ever seen. That was incredibly goofy. Like, all you gotta do is remember what show you are on. Smile, nod, apologize that you're meeting everybody under these circumstances, but you hope that you can talk to them and get on a better foot soon. I saw a girl on TikTok with almost 500,000 likes on the video say, these Casa girls ain't it. We've been talking about how the Villa girls aren't playing the game correctly, but those are our girls because we're used to them. They've been around. They're the core group of girls. Whereas, like, the Casa girls should really fucking know better. Should really fucking know better because they've been watching the show. They've been in the trenches with us and know how everybody's feeling. For them to come in with that energy is fucking crazy. Right? Unbelievably crazy. Because everybody's complaining at the lack of understanding of what this show is. Right? And it's like, that shit was crazy. It's because Casey and Corbin were talking crazy in Casa and set a precedent in, set a precedent shake back. That's 100% it. That's 100% it. Dami is 100% correct. Those girls went in with a fucking attitude because they thought because they talked to Casey and Corbin and that they know Casey and Corbin better than the rest of us, that Casey and Corbin must be telling the fucking truth and that what we were seeing on TV wasn't it. Hun, that's textbook fucking fuckboy behavior. Like, I hope during movie night we see some shit that even we haven't seen. Like, I hope the producers are sitting on some goofy shit of the boys. What do you guys want to see from movie night? That's my question. What are we expecting to see from movie night? Anyone saying TT's in the right has never actually been in any kind of confrontation in their lives. Casey calling Anaya a grandma. Okay, let me talk about Anaya really quick. Because you just reminded me. Anaya. We're gonna bring this man Carl back. Because the producers even knew, ooh, that was a fucking mistake. Because people love you, Anaya. I hope that Anaya realizes that everybody loves her. I don't think we would have been putting up... I don't think any of us would have put up with this dumb shit with anyone else. Because that was... Anaya, I say this with love because I adore you. Okay? That was, without a doubt, the worst fucking decision I have seen on this entire show. The worst, goofiest fucking decision I have seen this entire time. Now, mind you, I know that you are not privy to all the information about Casey that we are, right? Like, I am very aware that you do not know all the information. However, all the girls in the villa were telling you not to take him back. You saw with your own eyes how excited he was to fucking cheat on you. That's 2 strikes. And now you have the finest man in all of this show. I'm sorry, Caleb, you know I love you. There has never been a better guy on this show than Carl. And he adores you. And he wants to treat you right. And Carl's talking, like, Carl even says, like, you need somebody who can treat you like the princess that you fucking are. Right? And you pick Casey. Again, I know that you do not have the same information, so there is even more bullshit that this man did. But everything I just said is shit that you knew. That's information that you had. You know? What broke my heart. And I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I'm gonna just say it. I got misty-eyed. I got really fucking teary-eyed. I wasn't full-on crying, but I got choked up watching Anaya break down, get emotional over seeing Casey with TT, knowing that she did not, I'm getting fucking mad. Anaya picked him at every turn. Oh, you guys didn't pick me at the beginning because you said you liked plants, you fucking loser. You said you liked plants in your salmon-colored fucking suit. That's why nobody picked you, because they didn't know who the fuck you were, bruh. Like, they had no idea who the fuck you were, and you said you like plants and you wore a salmon suit. I wouldn't have picked you either. They didn't know who the fuck you were. You know who picked you at every turn after she knew who you were and she understood you as a person? You know who picked you every fucking time? Anaya. Because she knew you. TT doesn't know you. The first piece of ass that walks through that fucking villa, she's gonna leave you so fast, it's gonna make your fucking head spin. And I hope she does. I either hope she leaves your dumb ass or you guys get voted out next episode. Because God help you if America has to vote next episode. God help you. Because, like, by the way, I ain't gonna fucking help you. I'm gonna leave you to your own devices, okay? Ugh. Unfucking believable, right? Like Casey and TT. Unfucking believable. But you know what broke my heart is Anaya sitting there crying. Like, trying to explain this to Casey. Just emotions flowing. And what's Carl doing? He's not smug. He's not indifferent. Carl is crying. He's trying to mouth the words, "It's okay," to Anaya. It's gonna be okay. Carl is out. He knows he's out. Boy was crying not for him. Boy was crying for Anaya. Because he felt awful. Bruh. I was a mess. I was so upset. I was so upset. I'm seated for the UK version tonight because our Casa Amor is starting tonight. No, Danny. Casa Amor starting for the UK? Oh, shit. This Casa Amor shit is not for the weak. This Casa Amor shit is brutal. Like, oh, God. They both need to be voted out because TT's attitude ain't it for me. No, the attitude was gross. I agree. I agree completely. This wouldn't even be the first time in the series where someone didn't get picked at the start of the season. So Casey just took that shit personally. Casey, I guarantee you, Casey has never stopped thinking about the fact that nobody picked him. Casey never stopped thinking about it. He's still talking about the doors when that shit was 3 weeks ago. I forgot about the doors until this episode. I completely forgot. I forgot that was a thing. Ridiculous. Now you see what we were talking about preparing Casa Amor in the beginning. It was so funny because at the beginning I remember all Marimomis who are like Love Island fans were like, Ashkariel, Ash, you need to be ready. And I'm like, ready for what? They're like, Casa Amor, you need to be prepared, okay? It's gonna be some crazy shit. I feel like even Love Island fans were caught off guard by how nuts Casa Amor was this go around. Casa Amor was great. I don't know how you top this, you know? I feel like next season, everyone's gonna be so on edge about Casa Amor. No game is gonna feel real, you know? No game is gonna feel legit. You know, they're gonna be getting ready for the next game, and they'll be like, it's not Casa Amor, right? like the girls are gonna constantly be like, it's not Casa, right? It's not Casa Amor. They surely wouldn't do that 2 seasons in a row, right? Right? You know, like, Just watching the previous one, someone in Casa Amor knew each other as friends. Oh no. Oh no. Well, the AI robot knew the one girl. By the way, be nice to Permita, okay? Like, a little bit. Don't be like... Maybe not be nice, because Permita was also calling it on, but, like... I didn't like the way some people were, like... Because people are like... People were making fun of the way Permita spoke. And I'm like, let's not devolve into that, okay? Like, I didn't like. I agree, Permita was talking mad shit, right? But I'm like, let's not insult the way people speak a language that is not their native language, okay? Like, that's not, I don't love that. Didn't love that, right? I was like, okay, let's relax a little bit. Didn't like that. People are getting a little, it's a little, I don't like that, Dominic. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, don't like that very much. Felt mean, you know? Felt mean. Didn't like that. Did Permita talk some crazy shit? Yes. Should she have just done the thing that everybody said that all the girls should have done, which is just keep your heads down, keep your heads down, keep your mouth shut, and let me get us out of this, right? Like, that's, yes, 100% what the Casa girls should have done. Just keep your head down, keep your mouth shut, say it's nice to meet you guys. I apologize it's under these circumstances. Hopefully we can live together in the villa and be happy after this. Like, once we all have a conversation, let's just be fucking civil. There was no reason, like, well, and also, like, why are you booing him? He's a man. Like he's a man. He's gonna think with his dick. I hate that fucking argument so much. That's how a boy behaves. That's how a boy behaves. I hate that fucking argument. I hate how often I hear that shit on this show. He's a man. He's gonna think with his dick. What does that say about you? I fucking hate that argument. Because, like, that argument of, like, it's Casa. He's gonna think with his dick. What does that say about you? Because I'm gonna tell you, it's not good. It's not good for you. If you think that that's a good excuse, that is not good for you. That does not bode well. I think Corbin knows how bad he fucked up. Because he knows that they heard him. I also just don't understand, like, why you... Because here's the thing, right? Like, all of those boys saying that shit, right? All the boys saying that shit. It's like, oh, well, they didn't know that they were being filmed. Or they didn't know that the girls were going to see it. They're still recording you. It's still a TV show. They are always going to see this shit. You just don't care. Like, him being like, oh, I didn't know that you were gonna see that. That's my bad. Corbin, shut your fucking goofy ass up. You knew they were gonna see that. Like, how do you not know? Exactly. How do you not know? Like, that was some bachelor party bullshit. Like, that was some bachelor party bullshit. That was just the boys feeding off each other's energy. Because it's like, that was so corny. So corny. The only one who should have been really excited for Casa Amor was Caleb. Caleb had a free... What did we say when Casa happened? Everybody watching was like, Caleb, have fun. Go nuts. It was the same thing to Jen. Jen, have fun. Go crazy. Go. Dozo. All right? Go crazy. Dozo. Because, like, you don't have a connection. You know? It's reality TV. Of course they're going to use your worst moment against... Exactly. It's like, of course they're going to find the thing you said that is the worst possible thing you said and use it against you. Yeah, I loved seeing the Villa girls cheering Caleb when he came back with Jaden, who I do like. I do like Jaden. I am a fan. I do like Jaden a lot. Right? Like, Jaden coming in, with Caleb was really sweet. Right? And, again, I'm not gonna lie, Trinity and Bryce coming together. I was like, I am officially on the Trinity and Bryce train. When they came back together and Bryce couldn't even hold it together, and Trinity was just smiling the whole time, like, that's my man. I was like, oh, thank God. Thank me. Thank me. Oh, I was emotional. I was like, okay, good. Okay, we're back to some level of normalcy. The only healthy couple on the show. Holy crap. Right? And it's so funny because I still think about, like, I just don't want to, like, steal her youth, you know? You're, like, how much older than... It's not that much of a fucking gap, brother. Like, I just don't want to, like, steal her youth, you know? So funny to think about the fact that he said that at the beginning. I'm like, brother. Because he wasn't, like, super... You know what I like? I think the reason why I'm okay with them, as opposed to, like, any other couple, is they did try to explore. Don't forget, they both tried to explore. But they realized their connection was just the best one, and they fostered it into something really pretty, right? It's a really nice relationship, and they know that they don't really need anyone else at this point. They tried, they looked around. It's not like they didn't, you know? As opposed to, like, couples like Sincere and Melanie, who, like, Sincere got to look around. Melanie hasn't really looked around. The most Melanie did was maybe she does a little bit too much during competitions. Right? Maybe that's like the most Melanie gets to do. Right? Is like Melanie sorry. Maybe Melanie does a little too much sometimes. But God forbid, it's Love Island, you know, let her test some connections. I hated how the Casa girls said Bryce didn't explore. Like, Bryce, yeah, like, I forget her name. I thought it was a little... Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to give her some slack because, like, the one girl, I forget her name, but I did really like her. And I would have, if I was able to vote, I would have voted to bring her back. Like, was the one girl who was with Bryce during Casa, and she's like, she gives Bryce a hug, and she's like, you know what? I'm happy that you went with your gut feeling on this. Like, I'm happy you did what you did. Sydney, that's her name, Sydney. Sydney tells Bryce, like, I'm actually happy you made this decision. Right? And it's like, yay, that's nice. Then when she gets to the like, back to the hotel, like, Sydney goes, Bryce didn't want to explore, and that felt a little unfair. Right? And at first I'm like, but you said that you were happy that he made that decision. I think two things can be true at the same time. I think Sydney can feel like she was put in a really unfair situation because there is no fucking way Bryce was ever going to leave Trinity. I think she can be upset by that, but also know in her heart that Bryce is making the correct decision, and that it actually speaks to what a good fucking person Bryce is. I make fun of Bryce a lot because I think Bryce a little bit of a freak. All right? I make fun of Bryce a lot. But there is, currently in the villa, there is no better guy than Bryce. Like, Bryce really is that dude. The only person who will be better, because there's no way he's not coming back, is Carl. That's the only person who is better than Bryce is Carl. Right? The new order is Carl, Bryce, Caleb. That's the order of things. Right? Everyone else is not a man, that is a boy. Everyone else, that's no man, that's a boy. 110%. Anyway, is there anything else we gotta talk about in regards to Love Island before I, like, cut the conversation off? So that we can actually have some Zatsu time. I feel so bad. The person I feel bad for every time Love Island comes up is, like, I feel so bad for Chels every time because I know Chels is trying to catch up, and I feel awful every time. So I try to not have these. That's my goal, you know. So I try to not have these go too long. We've been talking for 40 minutes. All right. If Anaya doesn't want Carl, I do. I agree. Carl, I need you to know. I need you to know that I would treat you like a fucking prince. Carl, I would do tricks on it, okay? Carl, I would do tricks on it. I swear to God. Tommy, thank you for the lovely offering. It shows me these young guys ain't shit. I need to go for the older ones anyway. Are you available next weekend? Do you like bookstore shopping? First of all, yes, I do like bookstore shopping. Dami, I would absolutely go on a bookstore date with you, 110%. You're so embarrassing, bro. What do you mean? You love me. Let me hit the splits for you, Carl. Yeah, exactly. I could pull it like I could pull it out like Kenzie, bro. I got this. I could pull out a Kenzie. I could do the splits. Here's the thing. I'm going to add a caveat to this. All right, Dami, thank you for the lovely offering. If I might add a little caveat. A lot of older men are cool. Not every older man is cool. You know, that's what I'm gonna say. Some men do not ever grow up from being a boy. Some boys never grow into men. Some boys stay boys, right? Like, some people just never grow out. Never grow up, right? They stay boys, right? And that's unfortunate. The guys in this villa are great examples of that. It's a state of mind. Exactly. It's a state of mind. Some old men are immature still. Yeah, it's maturity is realizing when you're in your feelings and still being able to show respect for the people around you and not let your feelings affect other people, right? Oh, good night, Anju. Night night. Oh, Yasumi. Right, like, my thing is I've definitely had moments where I've been immature and I've let my own feelings supersede those of the feelings around me. I've done that before. I am guilty of that. I think my maturity comes in when I say, hey, I fucked up. I apologize. Let me try to do better, right? That's maturing is like, I think it's okay to be, like, making mistakes and to be... How do I put this? Like, I think people often misunderstand and assume that maturing means becoming really fucking boring, and that's not the case. I still feel... Hey, you know what? We don't need the veil for this. We're done with Love Island. We're done with Love Island for right now. I think maturity isn't becoming really fucking boring and only talking about taxes, you know? That's not maturity. That's just being lame, right? I still like the things I did, like, over a decade ago. I still like all those things. I still like Digimon. I still like Pokemon, you know? I still like these things. Maturing is just also realizing that you have other responsibilities, and those responsibilities oftentimes involves other people's feelings, right? That's why I look at the boys in Love Island, and this isn't a spoiler, don't worry. I look at the boys in Love Island and I say, those are boys. There's very few men on that island, right? Those are just boys. Because, yeah, like, they don't act like men. They act like boys. And that's my big issue with, like, a lot of them. Again, no spoilers, but, like, my big issue is a lot of them act like boys. And I don't like that shit. Alright? Yeah. Because, again, I think you have an interesting conversation there. I do like, personally speaking, when it comes to dudes that, like, I find myself attracted to, it's usually older guys. Like even when I look at somebody like Caleb on Love Island, I do love Caleb, but I don't find myself like that attracted to Caleb. I'm just like, Caleb's just a sweet dude. Like, I do like Caleb, right? And I do find Caleb, like, aesthetically attractive. But you know, I'm like, but he's just a little guy, you know? Like, he's not really my cup of tea. there's a reason why typically, like, with women, it's different. I feel like I can't really figure out why, but most of the women I've met are just really fucking good people, right? So I tend to kind of trust them more to be kind of mature out the gate, which is unfortunate that seems to be the case, right? Because it's like, did you get, like, it feels like a forced maturity, right? Because they feel like they have to be, right? Because the boys get to be boys until they're like fucking 50 years old and then they become men, right? Like, it's fucking cornball. But like a lot of the dudes I meet tend to, you have to wait for them to hit a certain maturity threshold. The only time I will ever, I will say this, the one dude who I met who is a very, who like really surprised the shit out of me with his maturity level, like especially like in FSP specifically, the one who I'm like, that's a man. That is a man. And I've said this a million times. And I don't know if there's I don't know if there's any pipsqueaks here, but you're gonna be very happy. Gale is a man. That is a man. Right? Like, that's a whole man. Because Gale puts everybody else in front of himself. Right? Gale is that's a man. That's an entire man. You know, that's a whole man. Right? Yeah. I knew you'd say go. That's my go. The other person who I think is like I think a lot of the Avalon boys very much are like men. Those are men, you know. Like they, like a lot of FSP boys, like I say boys, but like the men of FSP, like it is shocking to me how well behaved they are, and how much like when we are in the Barudas together, the amount of like, hey, are you good? Hey man, I'm just checking up on you. Hey, like, do you want to head out over here? I'm heading this way. Does anybody want to come with? Like, just, it feels nice to be surrounded by like good proper men, you know, like who actually give a shit about each other. You know, it's nice. As opposed to like being surrounded by like, oh, I didn't know you were coming out. I didn't know you were going to be, I didn't know you were coming out. Except for a certain, absolutely not. Contrary to what he might make you think, I don't think I've ever felt safer with anyone other than Zanny. Like Zanny, like, contrary to popular belief, if I go out to have drinks and I'm with Zanny, I feel completely safe. I know, like, I could get rip-roaring drunk and I will wake up in the bed I'm supposed to wake up in. You know, like, I will wake up with, like, water and food next to my bed. I know, like, you could tell Zanny's like that from his work ethic alone. Yeah, no, oh, don't worry, Wolf. I know what you, that's why I said, like, contrary to popular belief. You know, like, contrary to what he shows on stream. You know, don't worry, Wolf. I know what you meant. I just meant, like, what I was saying was, like, contrary to what he might make you think, like, on stream, like, he's actually, like, a really fucking mature dude. That's the thing. Zanny does not play about his boys. Like, Zanny does not fuck around when it comes to us. He does not fuck around. He's deadly serious when it comes to us. Like, you ever see, like, a mama bear, like, when a bear cub goes missing and, like, some other creature finds the bear cub and the mama bear walks up and is like, hey, the fuck are you doing? It's very similar. Like, that's literally like, hey, like, if somebody even blinks at us wrong, Zanny gets pissed off, you know? Yeah, on stream, Zanny's very wacky. On stream, he's gonna say some shit that'll put you on your heels and make you kind of question that. But, like, he is 100%, like, the thing with Zanny is what you see is very much what you're gonna get. the surprise is in how much he will do to make sure that you are good. You know, that's the difference. I think Zanny is the most pragmatic person I've met, while still being very caring, right? Like, Zanny is the type of dude who he can break things down to, like, their base level and understand things, both the complexity of something and also the base level of something, right? Like, he sees both the small and big picture, and that's hard to do. Usually people are either big picture people or little picture people, right? He could see both. And because he can see both, it actually makes him really, like, really engaging to speak with, because he doesn't both sides you. He doesn't try to devil's advocate you. He tries to help you see both elements of it while still staying true to what you think is the best option, right? He's a really good set of hands if you ever have, like, a complex situation where you're not sure what to do, right? Yeah, it's a holistic perspective. He's really good about that. Good luck at work, Franny. Good luck at work. Thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Yeah. Hold on. I exited YouTube Studio by accident. What have I done? What has science done? Hang on. There we go. Okay, we're almost back. Okay, we're back. I was like, uh-oh. Anyway, he understands sometimes you have to push back to get what you deserve. Not everyone has the confidence and skills to push back, and he absolutely has no problem being the bull for those he cares about. Deepens, that's exactly who Xander Netherbrand is. It's why I'm very honored to be, like, his friend. Because that's the other thing, too, is that Zanny is somebody who is not just a, you know, like, Zanny is somebody who he's an incubus. I am a fallen angel. We are going to be alive for a very long time, and I will know him for a very long time, right? He is somebody that I can see me knowing likely for the rest of my life. And I am very glad that that is the case, you know? I never have to worry about Zanny. Like, even if, like, if we have a stretch where we go and we speak, or where maybe we don't speak for a little bit, like, I never have to worry about him. You know, I never, like, he'll go off and he'll be fine. You know, I don't have to worry about it. I need to bring up a wrestling question, Mr. Ash. Did you expect what happened on Night of Champions yesterday? Someone completely unexpected pinned Cody, and I'm not sure how to feel. Okay. You have to keep in mind that I'm Canadian. Okay. I was going to say, you have to keep in mind that I am Canadian, so that is, and we are very close to Canada today. So that is going to impact how I feel about Night of Champions. For anyone who doesn't know, Night of Champions just passed. It was the, so, who was in Lilo's stream the other day? Who was in Lilo's little Batsu thing he was doing the other day? I'm so nervous to meet him later. Don't worry, you got this, Artistic. Don't worry. So, yeah, the repo thing. So for anyone who missed it, Lilo was playing repo, and every time he died, he had to do a Batsu. Lilo called me. So I need you to know how jarring this was. I am back on Britannia. I'm not even in the same universe when he calls, right? I'm not even in the same universe when this bitch calls me. I'm in Britannia. I'm with Brokariel, right? So Brokariel's like, your phone's buzzing. I was like, And I like look down and I see Leron Lockhart. I'm like, why is he calling me? I almost get scared because I'm like, what? So I'm like, pick up the phone. Hey man. Hey, I'm like, I'm with Brokariel right now. Like, we're watching wrestling. Like, I hope you know you're interrupting a wrestling show right now. Right? So I'm like, the fuck's going on? Right? And he goes, the way he was messaging folks was gonna cause concern. It was concerning because I was like, what's going on? Right? So he did hear. Yeah, Brokariel did hear. I'll tell you that story too. So I'm like, are you okay? And he goes, just want to say, like, I love you. And I was like, I love you too? Right? Like, 'cause I just didn't know what to say. I was like, I love you too? What? He goes, okay, I gotta go bye. And I was like, okay, goodbye. And I hang up, and Brokariel's looking at me, and he goes, so are you that close with all of them, or is it just that guy? I was like, it's all of them, actually. And he's like, okay. Anyway, so wrestling? And I was like, yes, wrestling. That was his immediate, like, so are you that close with all of them, or is it just that guy? I was like, But yeah. When he was cool too, he's like, do you have to go? Like, and I was like, no, I'm fine. He's like, because you can go. I'm like, no, I'm fine. Yeah. And let me say this too. Brokariel's the type of dude who's like, he's a very Canadian dude. And what I mean by that is, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it like this. Okay. I'm gonna pretend to be Brokariel. Okay, ready? Here you go. Hey, support you, bro. Pride, you know. I mean, I'm not gay, but like pride, you know. Good for you, bro. I mean, I don't do that gay shit, but like, good for you. Good for you, bro. That's sick, bro. Good for you. You go, bro. I mean, I would never, but like, you do you, bro. That's the best way I can put Broker. That's a very Canadian thing to be like, I don't get it, but I support you. Yeah. I mean, I would never do that gay shit, but like, you do you. That's literally how so many dudes behave, right? I mean, I would literally never do that, but like, you do you. And I'm like, okay, man. Like, it's so fun. He's very much, well, and I told him, like, do you want to go? And he's like, where? And I'm like, the Pride, dude. Right? And he's like, it's a place? It's a place? And it's like, yes. And he's like, and he's honest. He's like, I don't know. Right? And I'm like, okay, we don't have to. It's fine. You know, we don't have to go. Right? He's like, no, like, I want to, but like, I don't know. He's not sure, you know, because he's like, I don't know if I'm allowed there. I don't know, like, what I would do there, you know, like at the parade, right? He's like, I don't know, I don't understand. He's a really funny dude. Sorry, I was getting a little close to you. Chels, thank you so much for the lovely offering. Tell Brokariel I said hello, me specifically. Chels? No. Absolutely not. Lucky number 7. Time for me to go gambling. Why did that sound like Corbin? Number 7. What's up? Hello? this is a smoothie. This is a smoothie. Number 7. What's up? With my hug at? Can I get a kiss? Rex, thank you for 7 months. Thank you. Don't have much, but here's a little something. Oh, Wolf, thank you. I appreciate it. Listen, you guys don't have to do that. It is always appreciated. Thank you. Chelsea said, stay away from my bro. Okay. Can I be honest with you? Melanie. What's up? Kenzie. Okay, enough. Okay. I'm just joking, by the way, okay? Okay, listen. Can I be honest with you? I was having a conversation about this. About, like... Because people are like, how do you and the Marimomis function? And I'm like, what do you mean? Or I was just like, what do you mean? Right? And it's like, you guys are equally jealous at all times and yet so calm and not like toxic. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Right? Because it's like, okay, as an example, right? Hilo, if you're here, say something. Okay, Hilo's not here. Okay, so the way I was gonna explain this, right, is like, I can have Hilo just be lurking in my chat. Hilo's like one of my closest friends, right? So I could talk about like Hilo showing up. And Marimomis don't get like, I can't believe, oh God, can't believe this, right? No, instead, Marimomis go, ooh, Hilo's here. Fuck off, Ash. Hilo, how are you? You know, it's like, okay, all right, okay, relax, right? Or like Histy or Roy or something, you know, like any of those people. Like if they pop up, nobody's like, oh. Like if a non-FSP person shows up in my chat, people aren't gonna be like, oh. Like if Lambriel shows up, you know, it's like, oh God, oh, right? That's because Hilo is Pookie. I understand. Listen, I understand. Right? I don't want to play with you anymore. Type ass time moment. No, it's 100%. Right? 100% what it is. I don't want to play with you anymore. It's crazy. Don't get me started on the Lambriel. That's my goat. We're always wagging our tails if somebody shows up. 100%. You know, like, but because of that, my point is, right? But also, you guys have other fucking Oshis, right? And I don't freak out. I'm not, like, upset, right? Like, you guys, like, I'll see you guys in other people's chats, or I'll see you guys on Twitter talk about some, like, even if it's, like, even go outside of FSP, right? Like, if I see you guys talking about, like, I don't know, like Lambriel or something, right? Or, like, somebody outside, right? I'm not upset. I don't give a shit, right? Like, because I care about our time here. If you were talking about somebody else during our time, then yeah, I'd probably be upset, right? Like, I'd be upset if you came in and were like, oh my gosh, so Roy did this thing the other day? Like, yeah, I'd be annoyed. You know, like, that would upset me, yes. Right? But you don't do that, right? I don't care what you do outside of this. And you, like, not that you don't care what I do outside of this, but, like, you guys allow me to have friendships with people, you know? Especially people of genders that might not be mirroring my own. Which I know for some people is like, what the fuck? But I think we're very aware that, like, people can be friends with people of opposite genders. That is fine. Right? Like, you guys don't seem to flip out and get angry. You know? Rules are rules. It's true. It's literally rules. You are a social being. You need friendship. Well, and here's the thing, right? And this is the truth. And I feel like we're close enough now that I can freely say this. You guys ever have that? Okay. A majority of Marimomis, like 90, I think it's like 90 something % of you are women, or at least femme presenting to some degree. Right? So you guys ever have like that guy you guys ever have like the friend group, right? It's like a bunch of girls and then Steve. And then there's just Steve, right? It's like, oh, is Steve like, oh, Steve must be the token gay friend. No, that's Danny. That's Steve. Right? That's Steve over there. Oh, is Steve's not gay? Nah, Steve's just like, Steve just hangs out. Wait, Steve's into girls? Yeah. Is he into you? Oh, God, no. Right? Like, nah, Steve, nah. Right? That's literally what it is. I am Steve. I've always gotten along better with women as opposed to men. That's always been the way. Right? It does help that romantically I tend to be pretty bi or pan, I guess. Right? Like, so it helps that, yeah, romantically I've always been quite pan, so I don't particularly care, so I can engage in a lot of these conversations. But yeah, like, it's just, I've always been, like, even when I was in angel school, I preferred to be, like, in the company of like, femme-presenting angels because I was, like, a theater kid, so that's typically who I was surrounded by. And so because of that, it never, like, left, right? So, yeah. Anyway, could we rewind 5 minutes, please? Yeah? What would you like to rewind to, Barry? And thank you for the lovely offering. What would you like to talk about, Barry? So, what do you want to talk about? And thank you for the gifted wings as well, Barry. What would you like to talk about, Barry? I wonder what it is that Barry would like to talk about. When you were glazing Gale, Ash. Yeah. So, Barry, we were talking about how, like, there is a difference between, like, boys and men, right? A boy is somebody like KC from Love Island, right? Boys and men are different, right? And it's not even like an age thing. It's like a state of mind, right? And I had said that, like, a great example of a man, right? A mask-presenting person who is a man and not a boy is Gale. Like, Gale is a great example of that, right? As the resident vampire nerd, I'm curious, if you don't mind giving your opinion on vampires in media, and what is your favorite vampire in media if you do have one? Interesting question. I do love vampires. I am very much a vampire fan. So, I mean, obviously I'm a little partial to, like, Lucy. Obviously I'm a little partial to Lucy, because that's my boy. We all know he'd be eyeing Lucy if he had the chance. Okay, here's the funny thing with Lucy and I, right? I don't think I've ever been, like, I think from jump, like, Lucy's a very, like, let me say this. Lucy is a very attractive man. And Lucy's also a man. Lucy's not a boy, that is a man. Lucy's a very attractive man. I have never found myself attracted to Lucy. Right? It's one of those things where, like, there's a couple people in FSP where I have never felt myself, like, actually drawn to them in a romantic sense or in a shippy sense. Right? It's more of, like, when I see Lucy, I'm just like, that's my fucking boy. You know? Like, everybody in FSP, I have that dynamic with, and I'm so grateful to have this sort of, like, that's my fucking boy. Right? When I see Lucy, I'm just like, that's my guy. Right? Like, I just want good things for him. You know? That's my bro. Exactly. That's my fucking bro. That's my bro. You know? You know what it is? I'd say with like outside of, I think, okay. Outside of, I think everybody in Avalum, outside of Zanny, everyone in Avalum, everyone in Ravenous outside of 2 people, and no, you don't get to know who the 2 people are. It's the relationship is Itadori Yuji and Toto, right? Thank you so much, my best friend. Like, that's literally, thank you so much, my best friend. That's the relationship, right? It's very much Toto and Itadori. Outside of like a handful of people who I think that like there is like some shippy vibes, right? All right. There's, I think, like the handful of like shippy vibes is basically Lamentus. I think there's shippy vibes with all of Lamentus. With Zanny, obviously. Obviously. Rai Rai and Nayu, but you keep that one shut. And Nayu, but you keep that to yourself. Everyone else, it's like that. There's like everyone else. I'm like, nah, those are my boys. You know. Peak. All right. Listen, I know some of you guys ship it. Okay, so I don't want to close that off to you. You know. It is indeed peak. Yeah, Space Boys. I feel you so much. I'd go to war for my Oshis, but I'm not in love with them except for like Altis. That's valid. Like the number 1 secret Nayu Yume shipper. Okay, all right, let's relax. okay, enough. Extra Celestial mentioned. That's such a good name. Extra Celestial is such a good name. Altis is one of those dudes where like I'm really like I'm really excited for the next time I get to hang out with Altis, because I'm gonna be like, Altis, let's go work out. What, you know what I really want to do with Altis, right? Like I've thought about this a lot. What I really want to do with Altis is I would love to go on like a hiking trail with Altis. I feel like Altis could hang, you know? Like, so my thing is I love cardio. I've always been a cardio guy. Right? I feel like Altis could hang, right? Altis would probably outlast me if we went on like a hiking thing. Altis would definitely outlast me. I admit that he is quite the sweetheart. Altis is very much like I would love to go like get a workout in with Altis, because I feel like I would learn a lot, right? Because I know I have my figure, but I don't typically work. I don't know if you could tell. I don't typically work arms or like even really chest. Like this is mostly just like lucky genes. Like that is something I think I've been very blessed with, is I was blessed with good genes. So I don't have to do a lot. Like, you know, like I am unfortunately one of those bitches where I have been blessed with lucky genes, so it doesn't take much for me to remain in shape, right? And I know already a lot of you guys are like, man, fuck you. Because I hear that, I've heard that my 15,000 years of life, right, is like, man, fuck you. Right? Like, because it doesn't take much. I just need to watch what I eat and have good cardio, and I'm fine. Right? Like, that's pretty much it. What's your secret? I don't know. If you figure it out, tell me, because I don't know, right? The only thing that I will say is that it takes so much effort for me to put muscle on. I've always been very good about being like lean, as you can see. I've always been very good about being lean, but it takes a lot for me to put muscle on, and that's kind of disappointing, because I would love to be bigger, right? I do have slight body dysmorphia, because I would love to be bigger, and sometimes it does get to me, right? But yeah, building muscle can be challenging. Yeah, it really can be. Like, I would like to be a little bigger, but I also don't want to be that like massive, right? A good example of what I would like to be is like maybe like big but not massive, like Cody. You know, like Cody Rhodes. I would like to be big but not massive, right? Or like Seth Rollins, you know, like something like that. You could work out with Altus, hike with Altus, bake a cake with Altus, make amazing art with Altus, have deep hearts to heart with Altus, watch H with Altus. He can do it all. It's true, Barry. It's true. Oh, I missed a super. Hang on, let me scroll up. Can I ask when Malord started? Like, I don't hate it, by the way. I do love it. I'm just like, it happened one day, and I never corrected anybody. It just kind of happened and stayed. And I do want to answer Rex's question as well. I started it? Oh, did you? Yeah, because it happened one day, and it just stayed, and nobody ever questioned it. How long ago was that, Ryu? I feel like it was a while ago. All right. Anyway, Dami, thank you for the lovely offering. And while we're at it, my lord, don't let me interrupt, but does AFTERKARIEL call everyone in Lamentus by name, or do they have nicknames? I tend to refer to people by nicknames because it's fun. All right. Liron is Lilo, right? Elias is Ellie, right? Kaylin is Kay. Shiki is just Shiki, right? Shiki is Shiki. Actually, that's a lie. Shiki is my love, my heart, my whole soul. There you go. But, do you know what I would love to do? I would love to have, like, a monthly podcast with Shiki that's just the basement yard, but it's VTubers. It's just Joe and Frankie, but it's VTubers. Like, I would love that. That'd be so funny. But to answer Rex's question, when it comes to vampires in media, I hate to say it, but I am a little partial to the Twilight vampires, which I think is going to make people be like, what? Right? Like, I don't think that they're great examples of vampires. I actually think they're better examples of, like, fairies in, like, a more literal sense. Right? Because I feel like they were fae. Like, when they're like, oh, they're vampires. I'm like, no, they come across more like fairy than vampires. It's silly vampires, but one needs whimsy in their lives. Exactly, Softo. Exactly. Why do you guys show up when I talk about your Oshis? It's unsettling. Like, Barry shows up when I talk about Gale. Softo shows up when I talk about Shiki. It's bizarre. I don't understand. I just woke up. Softo, did you hear what I said about Shiki? I was like, how did you know? That was insane. The Bluetooth brainwaves. That's why they're called stage lights, Ash. It's true. It's called being a fan. Yeah, you're so right. Just the podcast? Oh, so Dami was asking, you know, like what I call, like, Lamentus, like, nickname-wise. So, you know, I'm like, oh, like, Liron is Lilo, Kaylin is Kay, Elias is Ellie, and Shiki's just Shiki. Actually, Shiki is my love. Actually, my heart. No, my entire soul. That's and then and then I mentioned the podcast thing, and then you showed up. That's why I was like, wait, how? Like, how did that happen? I'm more partial to the modern leather-wearing blade and vampire D-style vampires. I respect that. And to him, you are just Ash. Exactly. I think the best part about Ashiki is that it's yearning. It's a one-sided yearning. It's yearning, and then like, that's my boy, and I'm like, you're my heart. He's like, enough. That's literally is one-sided yearning, but like the other guy does like the other one. That's what it is. Like, that's it's 100% just like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's okay, my Yume is the same. Listen, that's how he is with all of us, you know? We can dream, right? Absolutely we can. We can always dream, artistic. My world, it's not doomed. Hang on, wait. What did that remind me of? Oh, that reminded me of something. Like, sorry, you ever have, like, words arranged in just the right way where it, like, reminds you of something? And I'm like, wait, what the hell did that remind me of? Dami, thank you for the lovely offering. On the subject of Ashiki, I've partially fulfilled your wish as there is an Ashiki fic kind of on my Twitter now. Really? Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I am curious. Because I want to know this. Right? I am curious. What, if I say, like, what ship... And you could say Yume shipping as well. But, like, what is your ship for me? I'm always curious if it's, like, more of a Yume thing, if there is a particular ship that people do enjoy. I am always very curious about this, because I want to know whose throat I should be sticking my tongue down, you know? It's important for me to know these things. Divine Justice. Ooh, the rare pair. I love it. Yume shipping, Ashiki, Netherfeather, and my Yume with you. Let's go. Ashiki, though I do kind of ship you with everyone. You just have great vibes. I am... Okay, I will say, and I feel like people get, like, a little lost in not, like, lost, but, like, people have, like, have my best interests at heart, and sometimes I feel like it makes them think that I'm in more pain than I need, right? Or than I am, rather. I am very happy to be the Demix of FSP. Or VTubing in general, right? Like, and what I mean by that is, like, if you're an old Kingdom Hearts fan, such as myself, you will remember that Demix was like the village bicycle. Like, everybody got a ride, you know? Demix got shipped with everybody in Organization 13, and it just kept happening all the time. Demix was with everybody, right? I am okay to be Demix. That is fine. Right? Like, that is A-okay with me. Aya, ew. Okay, here's what I'll say about Aya. Like, because she's gonna be... Aya's gonna be pissed that I said ew. I should explain. Okay, wait. I shouldn't have said it like that. A second. Hold on. Shut the matter. I didn't mean it like that. Okay. The reason why I say that, I is somebody I consider like a sister to me. So that's why I said you. Because I was like, hang on. Aya's obviously stunning. Aya is obviously wonderful and amazing, and I'm assuming you guys probably know this already, but Aya is a kamiyoshi of mine. But I do consider Aya to be more of a sibling. So I'm sorry, Alice, if that don't let that stop you from doing whatever you want to do. But I hope that I didn't mean to yuck your yum there. I also felt really bad. Alice, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said it. So fucking unprofessional. I'm sorry. Like, I can't I'm so sorry. Alice, I genuinely apologize. I'm so sorry. That came from like a very genuine place. Like, I was like, what? No. Alice, both of you, I'm so sorry. That was like such a genuine. I need to message Aya immediately. Be like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like, that was, yeah. That was the immediate, like, the instinct won over the professionalism. I'm so embarrassed right now. I feel like such an asshole right now. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hang on. I have to message. Just be like, if you see a clip of me saying you to you, I'm so sorry. It's not intentional. Do not clip that. Please do not clip that. If you see, I'm gonna be like, if you see that clip, I'm so sorry. But they are threatening to clip it. Threatening to clip it. There we go. So I said that to, I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. You gotta keep in mind too, that might get, okay, the other thing too, please keep in mind, there are people on the internet who might not love you guys talking about that, right? Like, okay. Like, there's weirdos on the internet who might be upset about you talking about it. So please, before you clip things, like, just think about it for a second, you know? Right? Like, yeah, because the immediate you, I feel really bad. Well, because, like, well, smile for the camera. Yeah, apparently artistic. Okay, here's the thing, right? It's no secret, Aya and I are both angels. I've known Aya for a very long time. I knew Aya from much before this, right? And Aya is somebody who I've always been very, like, Aya is, like, a kamiyoshi of mine, but Aya is also, like, a friend of mine. And, like, they're very much, like, how do I put this? Aya is just like a good person. You ever just meet somebody where you're like, that's a good person, you know? Like, that's kind of the vibe, right? Just like a good ass person, you know? Yeah, the goob is a goob. That's the best way I could put it. I've also, yeah, that's true. Super fun. I will say this, like, that isn't just like a stream thing. I don't think I've met anyone funny. Like, nobody makes me laugh the way Aya has, like Aya's very funny. Like, genuinely really funny. Ego boost for my commie. I showed Black Flame to my grandma and cousins while staying over, and they said that out of Lamentus, you're the most handsome. Zeal, thank you. I'm glad that we agree that I'm the most handsome. I'm glad we're all in agreement on that. But thank you, though. Thank you. I'm glad they think that. That makes me happy. Yes. And also, Sugar, thank you for the gifted wings, by the way. Thank you. Her tabletop streams never fail to get me cackling. I was gonna say, I don't think there's a better... Well, you know what I would like to see? Because I was gonna say, like, I don't think there's a better DM out there in VTuber land, and I'm like, well, if I said that, I'm pretty sure Roscoe would fucking try to kill me. So, I will say that both of them pale in comparison to me. I'm actually the best DM out there. You guys just haven't seen me run a game yet. Fuck them both. Fuck both of them. I'm better than both of them. You know? There you go. That's how you make sure to not choose one over the other. You just insult both of them. My DM style is weird though. So like my DM style is very much like there's this video I love from Zach the Bold. By the way, please check out Zach the Bold. Right? Like one of my favorite like creators online. It's so funny. Zach the Bold. So funny. If you're even remotely into D&D or Magic the Gathering, Zach is such a funny dude. Like, such a funny dude. And he has this one video where it's like, it's like, and with that, the villain is defeated. Yay, oh, good job. Wow, DM, that was awesome. Like, how much effort do you put into your sessions? Like, this felt very thought out. He's like, and then it cuts to him driving, and he's like, so he's driving, he's like pounding an energy drink, and then he like takes like a marker and like opens it with his mouth and just writes on paper that's attached to his steering wheel. They go here, they fight this, shit happens, the end. And I'm like, yep. I was like, yep, that's how you do it. I have the bare bones of a script, and then I'm like, all right, we're just gonna fucking... Because, okay, so again, theater kid, back in angel school, right? Theater kid. So for me, the most fun that you can have in D&D is allowing your players to just go, right? Like, my DM style is very much a fuck it, we ball, right? Like, exactly, clear. Like, just fuck it, we ball, right? So, like, I will go with whatever. Right? I would much rather just drop characters into a world and have the story build around them than build a story for them that they might not be interested in. Right? Whereas I've like, and Aya definitely has a similar vibe. So does Roscoe. Like, they both are similar, right? Like, where it's just like, fuck it, we ball type, right? It's totally normal. It's just dynamic-wise, it's totally fine. It's just dynamic-wise, it intrigues me. I will say, Alice, like, I do want to do more stuff with people, like, not even just Aya, but Aya. Like, obviously, that's my girl. But, like, I want to do stuff outside of FSP. Like, you know what I want to be? I want to, I'm going to make a resolution early, right? We're going to make a resolution for the rest of 2026. I want to break out of my shell. And I would love to be a FSP ambassador. Right? I would like to be an ambassador of sorts. Right? Like, I want to be like, let me go out and meet other VTubers and do shit with other VTubers. Like, I would love to be the guy who's like, hey, like, I'm Ashkariel from FSP. I do think that I need to work on being a better representation of FSP if I'm going to do that, right? I do feel like the other boys are far more talented than I am, and so I should probably step my game up. I mean, except for the fact that I'm wonderful and amazing. But they are far more talented than I am, and I should really step my game up. Anna, thank you so much for the lovely offering. Just a reminder, we only tease you because we adore you. You do the same, Mr. Clicker. That's true. It's right here. It's always on standby. I am the angel emissary. Exactly. I am the angel emissary. Yeah. Bro, why? Stop it. You are so talented. No. No. I am awake. I summoned Minnie. It's heard its master's call. I think you're just as talented. I do struggle with that. I am working on it. Right. I mean, I'm wonderful and amazing and talented and awesome. But also I'm not. So, you know. I'm a work in progress. Whatever, God. Yeah. I believe in you, King. You got this. Hell yeah. He just like me for real. Yes, you are. Stop. Listen. Listen. There are things that I am becoming proud of. Well, I used to think that, and I don't want anyone to get excited, so I will clarify this. I used to think that Braveheart was a long way away. Right? I used to think Braveheart was like, so for anyone who doesn't know, yeah, you know what? Let's run a list of things that we are proud of. Let's gas ourselves up, right? So I used to think that Braveheart was very far away. And for anyone who doesn't know, I've said that the millisecond that you will know that I consider myself a good singer is if you hear the guitar wailing opening of Braveheart. If you hear wow, 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 it means that I feel I have become confident enough to consider myself a good singer and to sing a song that means a lot to me, right? That is how I will know that I like, because that's a song that means a lot to me. The reason why is because like Digimon has always had a very close place in my heart, and Braveheart has always been a song that I've adored. So I was like, I will only consider myself a good singer if I can do Braveheart and I can do it well. It's not like it's a particularly hard song, right? Because I've seen people be like, why Braveheart, right? It's not because it's a hard song. It's because it has meaning to me. That's why, right? I don't know if it'll be anytime in the immediate future, but that is something that, like, I would like to work towards. And I do think it's going to happen sooner rather than later. I don't quite know when, but sooner rather than later, probably, right? Because I do feel like I am making good strides towards that place. The other thing that I would like to work on is I've said this before, I would like to do a dance. We have the 3D incoming. I would like to do a song with like actual dance number in it. Appy, thank you for the 10 gifted wings. Oh my god, 10 gifted wings. Appy. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou. Appy, holy cow. Also, because it's been a hot second since I've been the other thing that I will say, right? It's been a hot second since I did anything like this. But I like teased you guys, I think, the whole stream. And I'm not gonna, don't worry, it's not that kind of stream. This is an AFTERKARIEL. You know, we're here to be cool, right? Right. But look at the time. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not teasing anyone. You know, this is an AFTERKARIEL stream. You know, but yeah, we're super cozy, right? This is AFTERKARIEL. We're here to be chill, right? But that is something that I will actually give myself credit for. I think I can make Marimomis melt. I think I've become good at knowing what to say and when to say it. And I will give myself some credit for that. I think I have an attractive voice, and that I think I can say the right things at the right time. I will give myself that credit. Right. That is something that I will give myself credit for. Period. True, King. That's crazy. As an anthropology researcher on this chat, you really know how to adjust it to every... I do my best to match what I think Marimomis kind of want to hear, right? Me during the Kabedon stream, my brain basically short-circuited the whole time I was there. Thanks for that, lol. You're so welcome, Wolf. You're so welcome. Yeah. You do have an alluring voice. Thank you, Rogs. Yeah, I try. Like, I do think that is something I will give myself credit for, is I do have a good voice. I do feel very confident in that. My singing voice still needs some work. My dance moves still need some work. But I do feel as though I am getting there, right? You have managed to get me a couple times too. You were too powerful. There was a point where if I got you guys, I felt so proud of myself, right? Where I would be like, okay, I did it. Now I'm like, if I don't get you, I'm disappointed. If I don't get you, I feel like I fucked up. Whereas before, I would get so hyped. And now I'm like, if I don't get you, I feel like I'm not doing my job right. You know? Did you know your off-stream voice when Lilo called you was devastating to many Wait, really? My off-stream voice? I mean, that's just, like, I don't notice the difference between the two, to be fair. Like, I do think, like, it's, like, I don't think I hear it, but I've been told that I do have, like, a stream voice and an off-stream voice. So thank you for bringing that to my attention, Bimmy. Twitter space voice is very effective. Well, this is the thing. I don't notice, you know, that I'm doing these things. He didn't see that. Why'd you tell him? The morning voice. I do have a morning voice. Like, I do know my morning voice does things. I think it's just your mic versus your phone. Yeah, because I was very, like, really? Like, I was a little surprised to hear that. But even, like, yeah, the Twitter space voice, I'm like, wait, that's, like, a thing? I have a Twitter space voice? You know? Basically, we love Ash's voice. But this is what I mean, right? It's complimenting... When I get compliments on my voice, it is something that I used to be very, like, oh, no. Like, I would brush off. But the more time goes on, the more I'm like, you know what? I will give you that. I actually do think I have a pretty solid voice. And I do think my singing voice is improving, like, quite a bit, you know? I'm trying to think of, like, a song off the top of my head, like, oh, hang on. Did I tell you guys one of my warm-up songs? I haven't warmed up my voice, so it's probably not gonna sound good. But, I think I've told you, like, I could have dozens of sons and daughters, but only one you. I could watch hundreds of men become martyrs, they'd never be you, my sweet son Hector, Ilium's greatest protector. Like, yeah, like, so, that song from Ilium, which isn't even done yet, and my nose is plugged, like, yeah, my nose is all stuffy and I haven't been warming up my voice. Hang on, you know what's really helpful? I don't know if, oh no, I already, put it away. I already put it away. I have this, I have this thing called a, I think it's like a voice box or shout box or something like that. I forget what it's called. And that really helps because all you got to do is just scream into this thing. So I use it when I need to get like loud, like right, like when I warm up the voice. If I want to just be loud, like after stream, I'll warm it up, warm up my voice just if I want to like practice. And what I'll use is this box. So you put it like over your mouth and it like muffles your voice completely. So nobody can hear me shouting as loud as possible, right? So I go like high, right? So I think like low. I think what's the highest note I can hit? I think it's like the highest I can go. This is like the highest I could go right now. Like, before the highest I used to be able to go is like, was that right here? This was the highest I could go. It was right here. Now I can get high. I can get really high up there. High notes. Yeah, I want to work on my high notes. Like, I feel like I've gotten way better. Way better. That's alphabet. Okay, let's not. Okay, relax. I am not Cynthia or Adele Dazeem. Okay, the wickedly talented Adele Dazeem. That's not even close. Her name is Adina Menzel. I will never get over that. Roy! Hello, Roy. Hello. That's my boy. Yeah. And there is a song from Wicked that I think I could say this because we're likely never ever going to be able to do this. I had a vision of like how emotional it would make Lamenters to do this if like Lamentus sang For Good. Because I think For Good is so fitting for Lamentus. And the idea of Lamentus would like, because you know, obviously like we've been through a lot together, right? But the idea of like villains becoming good, right? Like that song would like make people cry, you know? I hope you're crushing it today. I am crushing it today. I hope you're crushing it today. I hope you crush me, Roy. Kenwin, thank you for the lovely offering, by the way. Just went and found the Lilo call and aw. It is a very cute call, yeah. Yeah, it's the part that I think would kill people is like, who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better, because I knew you. I have been changed for good. Like that bit, like all of us together would break hearts. Right? Like that would break. People would mourn that day. People would be like, that was the day that Lamentus killed a lot of Lamenters. But again, the song that like I know we'll never get to do, and it breaks my heart, is Feeling This, is like one of my favorite songs of all time. Fate fell short this time, your smile fades in the summer. Like that would be like I would love to do Feeling This with Lamentus, but like it's the whole thing, but then when it gets to like I'm not in the scene, I think I'm falling asleep, but then all that it means is I'll always be dreaming of you. And then no more instrumental. Fate fell short this time, your smile fades in the summer. Right? Like that's just, that part is just like no sound at all, right? And then because if you've ever heard like the isolated vocals for Feeling This, I would love to do like, it's like a whole song and then no instrumental right when it gets to the end. And it's just our voices. I think that shit will go crazy. Right? I will figure out a way. I will find a way to do it, but it's just like right now it's almost impossible to get that done. I have been changed for the better. Sung by a group of villains who have been severely misunderstood. My therapist will hear about this, Ashkariel. Thank you, Charles. I do believe I have been changed for the better. Yeah. Oh, wait, speaking of Broadway, and like, okay, I saw somebody make an edit and I can't find it now and it makes me upset, of like, I'm coming, wait for me. I hear the walls repeating, the falling of my feet, and it sounds like drumming, and it's Brinity. It's Casa Amor, so it's like, I'm coming, wait for me, and it's Bryce staring across from Casa Amor at the villa, and I'm like, damn it! Like, it made me emotional. I'm coming, wait for me. I hear the walls repeating. I was like, oh my god, like, stop. Wait for me. I'm coming. Wait, I'm coming with you. Like, it, and it's just, it's them. It's Brinity. And I was like, ah! Damn it. Damn it, I hate how much that works. And Nita, thank you for the lovely offering. Just finished writing the Netherfeather VP review. My literary analysis skills are non-existent, but I tried. Aw, thank you, Nita. Thank you. Did you like it though? I'm hoping you liked. I'm assuming you loved it because it's us, and it's amazing and wonderful. When are we gonna get an FSP production of Hades Town? Yeah, but who's who though? Hades, you let them go. I let them try. And what about us? Are we going to try again? It's almost spring. We'll try again in the fall. Wait for me. I will. Wait for me. I'm coming. Who's who in Hades Town? How to get to Hades Town? You'll have to take the long way round. I don't know who I would be in Hades Town. Hades Town, man. You said you wanted to be Hades. I did want to be Hades. I do want to be Hades. I feel like Hades might fit. Roscoe is Hermes, but don't ask me why. Roscoe is definitely Hermes. Like, Roscoe is Hermes. Hermes has Roscoe energy. Like, when you watch Hades Town, it's like, Roscoe would just fit Hermes. Like, he has that energy. I'll give you a free lock and key for having a good voice as a prize. Oh, love it. Thank you. That would make sense. I feel like Zanny probably fits Hades a little bit. I might be Persephone? Like, I don't know. Have you been watching any Evo this year? Not really. I did see comments made that I think I also like knee-jerk reacted to some comments that were made at Evo. I won't really get into it, but I'll say like I did knee-jerk react to some comments made about Evo or like about fighting games in general, which I thought was kind of like out of pocket. But when you actually look at like the full context, it's like, oh, okay, it makes sense. But yeah, like I haven't really been, I don't tend to pay attention to Evo until the last day anyway, right? Because I tend to only really pay attention to top 8. Okay, perfect association question. Who in Lamentus matches certain epic characters? You guys are gonna be really upset with me. You guys are gonna be really mad at me. I don't know which one, but either Lilo or Ellie is Polites. And I think I've thought about this before. Like Lilo, because I was like, I've thought about it, like where I would love to do like an epic karaoke, and I'm like, either Lilo or Ellie are Polites for sure. I just don't know which one. Shiki is 100% Odysseus. Shiki is 100% Odysseus. I am Hermes. I am Hermes 110%. I am absolutely Hermes, and that is not in question. Hello, old friend. So you're the one who talked to Calypso. Why are you here? Yeah. You're being given a final option. Consider this your one last chance to make it back home and abandon caution. Wash it away like the blood your hands have known. I know if you dance with fate. Yeah, anyway. Ellie is Circe? I could see that. Who's Athena? Who would be Athena? Kaelin. Kaelin's definitely Athena. He needs my help. Yeah. Kaelin's Athena. I love Hermes' laugh. Hello, old friend. Also, hi, Shroomy. Hello. Hear me out on K as Athena. K is definitely Athena. Like, if we're strictly talking Lamentus, Eurylochus half the time. Okay, here's the thing with Eurylochus. He does make me mad, but Eurylochus is also, like, he's just a man, you know? Eurylochus is just a man. I'm just a man who's fighting to go... No, who's fighting for his life. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man. But when does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? I remember, I will never forget the first time I heard that song. The first time I heard Just a Man was... It was a Avengers edit. So it was, but when does a comet become a meteor? And it was Captain Marvel. When does a candle become a blaze? Was I forget who that was. I think it was Thor. And then when does a man become a monster? Was when does a man become a monster? Was Bucky into Winter Soldier. Like Bucky from the first movie into Winter Soldier. When does a man become a monster? And I was like, oh, right? Yeah, and then when does the reason become the blame was, so the when does the reason become the blame was it was Spider-Man hugging Tony as he's being dusted, and then Tony doing the snap. So when does the reason become the blame? And it's like, oh, by the way, that motherfucker's dying, bro. Like, I'm just gonna say this now, okay? You guys know I love comic books. I haven't talked about comic books the whole time. I'm just gonna say this right now. Peter is not surviving this fucking movie, bro. Like, everything I've seen, I'm like, Peter's dying. He is not surviving this fucking movie. Like, Peter is dying. That boy is dying. No, he's dying. Peter is not making it out of this movie. Don't say that. I am telling you right now. That boy is dying. I will say, before anybody freaks out, Tom has signed on for 3 more movies, and I don't think that even includes... I don't even think that includes Brand New Day. Let me double check that. Tom Holland, how many movies? Tom Holland, how many MCU movies is he signed on for? He reportedly recently signed a new deal to play Spider-Man in 6 additional films. 3 Spider-Man films and 3 ensemble MCU films. So, do not freak out, right? Do not freak out. Tom is gonna be around for a while. But that boy is fucking toast, right? Like, I can feel it, right? Like, I can feel how dead as disco this boy is, right? The reason why I say he's dead at the end of Brand New Day is because if you know your Spider-Man lore, you know exactly what story this is, right? Spider-Man seems to be gaining weird new powers. Spider-Man's waking up in like cocoons. I almost said Krakoa. And I'm like, well, no, but Spider-Man's waking up in cocoons, right? In the comics, Peter is fucking killed by a villain called Morlun, who better not be in this goddamn movie. But Peter is killed and goes into a cocoon, and when he wakes up, he has new powers, including stingers, which, my controversial opinion, I have always vastly preferred internal webbing and stingers. I have always loved the goddamn stingers, and I know everyone's like, no, the stingers are stupid. No, you're stupid. The stingers are cool. I love the stingers. I think they're awesome. Right? So for anyone who doesn't know, he had stingers that came out of his wrist. So Peter had a hidden blade like he was in Assassin's Creed. I loved that shit. I thought the stingers were awesome. Right? So I miss the stingers. I want the stingers. Right? Internal webbing makes sense. Well, here's the thing. If you want Spider-Man to be an everyman, right? Because people are like, oh, Spider-Man's supposed to be like an everyman. I can't make web shooters. Can you make web shooters? I can't. If Peter's supposed to be an everyman, right? I can't make fucking web shooters. Like, I don't know how to do that shit, right? I don't dislike web shooters either. I just prefer internal webbing. I think web shooters are cool and they add stakes to a fight, right? It's like, oh, I'm running out of webbing, right? Like, they add stakes to a fight. I think web shooters are cool. But, come on, man. Internal webbing's just cool, right? But my guess is Peter is going to die at the end of this movie, and everyone in his life is going to think that he is dead, right? And it's like, oh man, Peter died. It's helpful that nobody fucking remembers Peter Parker exists, but Peter is going to die. Peter is going to die at the end of this movie. And that's why he's not in Doomsday. Because for anyone who doesn't know, Tom is not in Doomsday. Tom Holland's Spider-Man is not going to be appearing in Avengers Doomsday. My guess, because he's fucking dead. That's my guess. Right? Am I being spoiled on the new Spider-Man movie? Yeah, you're being spoiled. Yeah, I saw the movie early and I'm spoiling it for you. Yeah, I'm the knower of things. You are being spoiled on this movie. I am the knower of all things. I've seen the movie early. Obviously not. Obviously not. I don't know. How am I supposed to... I don't know what's gonna happen. When have they ever followed the comics? I'm just giving you shit from the comics. You know? When have they ever actually followed the comics? Ash is the Watcher confirmed. Yes, I am Uatu. I am the Watcher. I am the knower of all things. I am Uatu. By the way, they fumbled Uatu so bad. I was about to virtually jump through your screen's Sadako style. Girl, how the fuck... How would I know what's gonna happen? Like, how would I fucking know what's gonna happen? Right? His uncle works at Yeah, my uncle works at Marvel. Yeah, my uncle works at Nintendo. You're a god, you're supposed to be all-knowing. I'm not actually God, I just took over. I don't have all of Dad's powers, come on now. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not spoiling it. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not actually spoiling it. Alright, like, this isn't spoilers. But Tom is not in Doomsday. My guess is because Tom's gonna fucking die at the end of this movie. Right? Like, Tom Holland Spider-Man is gonna die at the end of Brand New Day. That's my prediction, right? And the other reason why you're not getting Tom Holland Spider-Man in this movie is because, and this is a spoiler. I will say this is a spoiler for, like, this, I guess, like, this is technically a spoiler. Is it, though? Yeah, okay, who's heard the rumors of Doomsday? Who's heard, like, the cast? It's not even a rumor. Who saw the cast list for Doomsday? Right? Like, did you see the cast list for Doomsday? Because if you saw the cast list, you already know who's in it. Right? I'll put on the veil anyway. So Toby's coming back. Right? So Toby will be the Spider-Man in this movie. Right? But the rumor is Toby won't even have the OG Spider-Man suit. He's gonna be rocking the Scarlet Spider suit, right? Like the Civil War suit, the red and gold, right? I said Scarlet Spider. That's not quite right. He's wearing the red and gold suit from Civil War, right? I wish he was wearing Ben Reilly's suit. That shit would be fucking sick. But, like, he's wearing the red and gold suit, right? I do love it. I don't need it, right? I do love it. I don't super want it. I would have preferred his just regular Spider-Man suit, but it's fine. Because apparently the rumor is that this movie is going to open with X-Men characters, the X-Men Fox universe fighting the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man universe is one of the... I don't know if that's true. That's just a rumor I've heard. That shit would be crazy. That would be nuts. I will say, after this, I am very done with multiverse stuff, and I want it to stop. The other thing I'm gonna say is if I see them try to pull some dumb shit by saying, like, if I have to hear the words, the MCU, you're from Earth 616, to any of the MCU characters, I'm going to rip that hat off of Feige's head. That is not Earth 616. Earth 616 is the comic book universe. The main comic book universe, okay? I am so sick of comic book movies being ashamed of the things they come from. You are a comic book movie. You exist in the same multiverse as the comic books. If you don't like it, don't make it. You are not Earth 616. You are Earth 199999. Right? 199999. That's right, right? Yeah, 1999. That's Earth 199999999. That's the MCU. Earth 1999. 1999 because there's a lot of multiverses. Right? You are not 616. Stop saying that shit. That is so irritating. Every time they say 616, it makes me want to rip my hair out because no, you are not your own multiverse. You know? I walked in on facts being spoken. Welcome in, Vintage. Yeah, you are not your own multiverse. I'm sorry. Too bad. Right? Oh, but what about... No. There's a reason why Spider-Verse stays top dog when it comes to multiverse stuff. You want to know why? Let me ask you this. What did Miguel say when he's like, and don't even get me started on that magician and that little nerd on Earth 199999? Because Miguel was correct. Miguel is like, no. Like, the MCU is part of the grander multiverse. Right? And that also includes all the animated characters and the comic book characters. And the games. Did you know in the Spider-Verse comics that Insomniac Spider-Man is part of it? And Insomniac themselves have said that shit happens and is canon. Like, Insomniac Spider-Man is part of the comic book event Spider-Verse. Right? Could be talking about a different magician. Yeah, fucking right. Also, Matt, thank you for the lovely offer. People only die when they are forgotten. That's how No Way Home ended. Therefore, Peter died and Spider-Man was truly born. We want we want Man-Spider to scare Ash. If they put Man-Spider in this movie, I will scream. I will scream like a baby. Just so you know. Spider-Man, if they pull a Riverdale in the next movie, being like, I'm weird, okay? I'm a weirdo. I don't fit in. Have you seen me without the stupid mask? Okay, it's weird. Oh, God. Are you excited for the new Spider-Verse movie? Yes, very much so. Very, very much so. Miles, okay. Okay. You guys know I've been reading comics for a very long time. Right? A very long time. My hottest take has always been, I don't think Peter should ever fully retire. However, I do think Peter needs some time on ice. I think Peter needs to go away for a couple of years. And you know who needs to take up the mantle of the only Spider-Man? Miles Morales. Okay? Miles Morales needs to be the only fucking Spider-Man for a while. I actually wouldn't be against Silk taking over either. For the record. Right? Like, I wouldn't mind a Silk title as well. Because I actually really like Silk. Right? My hottest take is, you kind of blew it with MJ. I actually don't even want Peter and MJ together anymore. Thank you, Marvel. You ruined something so beautiful and adorable, and you made it annoying. I no longer want Peter and MJ anymore. I kind of just want Peter to get back together with Silk. At this point, if I'm totally honest. Right? I'll even take Black Cat at this point. We could use more Silk. I like Silk. Right? I would like imagine if Silk and like, if Cindy and Pete were like, you know what? We've always been attracted to each other. Because they are literally attracted to each other. Like, they actually have, like, pheromones that go off when they're near each other. They are literally attracted to each other. If Peter and Cindy were just like, you know what? We didn't even bother to give this a chance. Like, even more than Black Cat? Yes, more than Black Cat. Right? If they were like, we didn't even bother to give this a chance. Let's just try it. Miles is an adult now. Miles can handle New York on his own. Why don't we at least give this a chance? right? And they go and they try, right? Just let them go try, right? Try to live normal lives together, right? Like maybe you have like a little mini series where it's Silk and the Spider-Man, right? And it's like they're in some random town and some crime spree springs up and they're like, God damn it, we can't even have a peaceful life out here, right? And they have to be Spider-Man and Silk one more time, like during their during their retirement, temporary retirement, they have to be Spider-Man and Silk even during that, right? Like, I think that would be cute. And then you can have Miles just be Spider-Man. And if you try to change his fucking name one more time, he is not any of these goofy fucking other names. He's not Miles Morales, Spider-Man. He is fucking Spider-Man. Stop it. Right? Like, I am so tired of them trying to be like, well, maybe he could be like, what was that goofy shit they tried to call him? Hang on. What did they try to change Miles's Spider-Man or superhero name to? They tried to change it. Like, and I was not having that shit. I forget what they tried to change it to. Spin. Yeah, Spin. Kid Arachnid. Oh my god, stop. 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 Yeah, Kid Arachnid and Spin. Oh, well, kids would get confused. It was for a kid show. Kids would get confused if they were both Spider-Man. No, they fucking... Stop treating kids like they're fucking idiots. Oh my god. Like, stop it. Stop that. Yeah, they did try to actually call him Spin in the comics too, and I'm like, nah. He is Spider-Man, and I'm so sick of this shit. He is Spider-Man, and I'm tired of it. Like, I am tired of people trying to pretend like Miles is not Spider-Man. Does anyone remember who Peter's love interest from the Marvel Adventures comics? No, hang on. Marvel Adventures comics. Peter Parker love interest. I don't actually. They are blind to the truth. They are. They refuse to acknowledge the truth. Her name was Chat. That was actually her name. Her name was Chat. Yeah. Sophia Chat Sandoval. She could talk to animals. That's kind of cute. I will say, Peter's had a lot of love interests. And you could really go with any of them. Her name was Chat because that's her power. Before anybody's like, what a dumb name. That's her power. She could talk to animals. That's her power. Right? It's fine. Right? Yeah, that's her name. That's not like her name. That's her superhero name. That's her power. Right? Fun fact, Kitty Pryde in the Ultimate Universe also dated Peter. And hang on. Kitty Pryde. Hang on. I want to so I want to see, like, I don't know if the comics have ever like directly addressed it. But Kitty Pryde has dated Peter Parker, has dated Peter Quill, and has dated Colossus, who is also named Peter. Kitty Pryde's type is dudes named Peter. That is fucking weird. That is weird. Also, I like Kitty, but I don't know if I can ever stand Kitty. If you know what I'm saying. Like, I can't stand for Kitty Pryde as much as I like Kitty, because some writers have made it where Kitty is interesting. Kitty says things that not great. I like Kitty when I treat her like she's my OC. I like Kitty when she's not being written to be a bad person. There was a book recently. So there's this dude I watch on TikTok. He does like comic book stuff. There's a book I watched recently, or a video I watched recently about a new X-Men book, where like it was essentially they had to like Emma Frost wanted to help out Captain America because of this thing where like, so for anyone who doesn't know, well, you probably know this because I think the MCU did cover this. There's a character called Isaiah Bradley who was essentially Captain America before Captain America. And Steve has kind of taken responsibility for this when it's really not Steve's fault. But like, essentially, boy, this is a touchy topic to talk about on stream. Also, I can take the veil off. That's my bad. Isaiah was Captain America before Captain America. He was part of a group of people who were essentially experimented on to see if the super soldier serum would work on them. And it did. But it was a very experimental version of the serum. And they used it on people that deserved better treatment at the time. Right? And still to this day. Right? Like, so this is do you see why this is touchy to talk about? Anyway, so Cap has taken responsibility for this because he bears the weight of the responsibility of the super soldier serum because it's in him. So Cap has Cap decided to go to the X-Men because he found out that there was like more dudes who needed his help. And the X-Men were like, yeah, of course we can help. Like, we can help you track them down and find them. And Kitty was like, no. And Prodigy's like, I want to help. And Kitty's like, why? And he's like, because you're not my only people. And I was like, talk to her, Prodigy. Talk to her. Like, it killed me. I was like, thank you, Prodigy. Thank you. Prodigy's my boy, right? So I was like, talk to her, Prodigy. She doesn't know. You know, Kitty doesn't understand, right? Hopefully they will do a third Spider-Verse movie, but I think Sony's preoccupied with K-pop Demon Hunters. No shade to it. I do love that movie. I think, I don't know what they, like, I don't know what their plans are right now, unfortunately, at Sony. We'll see, though. We'll see. I mean, I love either movie. They're both good movies, so I'm down for either one. Yep. Alice, I can't read that, right? But, yeah, I fucking hate it, Alice. I hate it. I hate that shit. I hate that she said that. I will never get over that shit. That was fucking bananas, right? Like, hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Don't know why the hell they did that. Comic books sometimes try their best to be allegories and then they fail miserably. Right? Oh my god, bro. Please just look up The Sins of Kitty Pryde on your own time because I don't want to talk about it. Right? Because this is not the space to talk about that kind of thing. But yeah, Kitty is like Dami said, Kitty can be written really well. But I feel like so much damage has been done. You know how I feel about Kitty? It's the same way I feel about Hank Pym. I feel like so much damage has been done to Hank that it's like almost like you can fix him, but like fuck would it take a lot of work, right? Because for anyone who doesn't know, Hank Pym hit the Wasp in a comic from forever ago. And so everyone's like, oh, he hit his wife. That's insane. That was a mistake, right? And when I say that was a mistake, I don't mean, oh, he didn't mean to hit her. I mean, no, literally, that was an editorial mistake. That was never supposed to be drawn. That was not what was asked to be drawn. That was actually not what was supposed to happen at all. And like so many people working on the book were like, the artist misinterpreted what we were saying. He was never supposed to hit Janet. Like, he was never supposed to hit Janet. That was never supposed to happen. Right? So it's like, oh. Uh-oh. Because now you have a fucking problem. Right? Now it's like, well, fuck. That's not good. One of the biggest mistakes in comics. It was one of the biggest, it still is one of the biggest mistakes in comic books. Because it was never supposed to happen. Right? And also, well, okay, let me put it to you like this. Did you guys know that Tony and Bruce are not Ultron's fathers? Like, Tony and Bruce did not make Ultron. Hank Pym made Ultron. You will never see that in the MCU because Hank Pym is such a touchy topic. Right? So there's certain characters that I think are just hard to talk about now. Another character that I think is just fucked, if I can go to the other side of the pond here, Bane. And I know some of you guys would be like, what? Bane? Bane? We like Bane. Bane did one thing at the very start of his run, and he has never been able to top it. And he has been useless ever since. Right? Bane did one thing. He broke Batman's back. Bane did one thing. What has he done since? Please tell me one really good Bane story since. I'll wait. And it fucking sucks, because I like Bane. Right? I don't want people to think I'm talking shit about Bane. I like Bane. Right? But, like, I can't think of anything Bane's done since. And that shit happened in the 90s. It has been 30 years since Nightfall. I can't think of a single thing Bane did. Right? Tom King tried to write a Bane story. And it didn't quite go the way it should have. Bane also, and I might put you know what? I'm not going to put the veil of spoilers on. This is a long time ago. Bane did kill Alfred. And Alfred has remained... How long has Alfred... It's been years. How long has Alfred been dead? Alfred's been dead a long fucking time. Be nice to Tom. Sometimes Tom King writes some good shit. Almost 7 years. Alfred has been dead for almost 7 years. 7. God damn. And you feel it. Like, the family does not feel complete without Alfred. It is weird to not have Alfred there. I don't love it. But at the same time, as weird as it is, I have to admit, I do think Alfred being gone makes sense. Right? Like, what I missed, we're talking about Alfred being dead. So Alfred's been dead for about 7 years, and Alfred died in front... Okay, so here's why Alfred dying makes sense, right? If you don't read the books, I get why not having Alfred seems weird, because it's Alfred, right? I'm kind of glad he's gone. Yeah, no, I agree. I understand what you mean. Like, I want him back, but I'm glad that they kept him dead for as long as they have, because it made the death feel really important. Because if you're going to kill a character, my thing, if you're going to kill a character, 5 years minimum. That's my thing. You're going to kill a character, 5 years minimum. He's got to be gone at least 5 years. At least. You're going to kill somebody, 5 years. Minimum. Minimum. Right? At the max, like 10 years. I think Alfred will be back soon. Right? Alfred will probably be back soon. Right? But at minimum, 5 years. Right? I prefer when they're gone forever. I don't, only because it's comic books. Right? Like, because it's comic books, I expect them to return. Right? Like, I don't like when a character's gone forever because I don't like taking away the ability to write somebody or to write a story with that character. Right? 5 years is like the minimum amount of time. 5 years minimum, 10 years maximum is how long I think a character should stay dead for in comics. At least in like the main comics, right? If you want to kill off Alfred in like the absolute universe, sure, yeah, whatever, go nuts. Right? But that said, don't do that because absolute Alfred's pretty cool. But did you hear an absolute Batman movie might be in the works? I heard about the TV show. I didn't know about the movie. That's pretty crazy. But no, I did know about the TV show, which is really cool. Anyway, the way Alfred is killed is Bane essentially Bane has both Alfred and Damian like tied up to chairs, and he's basically, I forget what he's asking from Damian, but he's like, Damian, I need this information from you. If you don't give it to me, I will kill Alfred. And Damian's like, yeah, right. You're gonna kill Alfred. Bullshit. Crack. Just breaks Alfred's neck. No hesitation. Just dead. And it's fucking jarring. But Damian, when you really think about it, never lost anybody. Damian has always been a fucking brat who never felt the weight and responsibility that Batman felt. Mind you, it was stupid when Batman did it, when Batman feels that weight, because Batman was like 8 fucking years old when his parents died. He could have done nothing about it. But Damian, same thing. Damian was like tied up to a chair. What the fuck is Damian supposed to do? But he feels the weight of Alfred's death, right? Damian needed the death to happen in order to grow. Exactly, right? Does this mean that they fridged Alfred? Yes, technically speaking, they fridged Alfred, right? Technically speaking, yes, they did fridge Alfred. Alfred did technically die in order to further another character's progression. That did technically happen, yes. But yeah, Alfred was one of Damian's like favorite. It kind of had to be Alfred. Damian needed the loss, and comic book readers needed to feel that loss with him. You know, like you needed to feel that loss with him. So for us, you need to have that conflict of like, it wasn't Damian's fault, but it kind of was. Right? You need that feeling of like that mixed emotion where it's like, I'm not mad at you, Damian, but like, fuck, Damian. Like, you know, like why would you do that? Right? Because we know Bane's not fucking around. Like, we know who Bane is. Damian thinks this is all kid games, right? Like, so Damian needed that moment of like, oh shit, right? Like, what have I done? That's what Damian needed. Yeah. Anyway. Enough Batman for now. He needed to grow and feel the feeling of losing. Exactly, yeah. Happily ever after, but a story can make me feel that the loss of a character is a good story. Yes, 100%. I agree. I think, yeah, losing Alfred sucks. I do think he'll be back eventually. And even if he's not, there's other stories with Alfred in it that you probably haven't read. You know, like, you can go read those until Alfred comes back. He'll be back. Damian has killed 2 Bat members and needs to see the consequence. Who? What? Who? Am I forgetting somebody? Damian Wayne got Alfred killed. I mean, Alfred killed. But who else? Hang on. Oh, but that doesn't count. Like, yeah, he did technically kill Nightwing, but like, that's injustice, right? Like, I'm talking about like main universe, right? That's injustice. That doesn't count. Also, injustice is kind of stupid. Like, I like injustice, but injustice is also kind of stupid, right? Like, injustice has a lot of dumb things in it. That's one of them. That shouldn't have killed. Dick Grayson gets killed by right, by like a stray baton. That's so goofy. I hated that. The game is so much fun. Like, the game is fun, but yeah, like the story is so goofy. Listen, you guys know I am a Superman fan. He is my favorite. I hate evil Superman. I hate evil Superman. Evil Superman's so lame. I don't care which story it is. It is always lame. It is always stupid. It is always so boring and so contrived and so fucking lame and so bottom of the barrel. Like, I think I'm edgy. I cannot stand evil Superman. I hate it. I hate evil Superman. Hate it. I saw Supergirl earlier today. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen Supergirl yet. I do intend to. Wayne Family Adventures. That's the web comic, right? Like, that's the webtoon. Wayne Family Adventures. Yeah, let me look that up. Pretty sure it is. Wayne Family Adventures. I tend to not have my opinion. I don't tend to form my opinion on something until I've seen it myself, right? So I have heard a lot of stuff about Supergirl. I'm gonna wait to see it myself before I have an opinion on it. Yeah, Wayne Family Adventures. Yeah, okay. I was right. It is this. Okay. Ninja Batman versus the Yakuza League is the only evil Superman I don't mind that much. No, I don't like it. I don't think there's ever been an evil Superman that I've liked. I've always thought it was lame. The only time I didn't think evil Superman was lame was in the Scott Snyder Batman Endgame. Like, what is that? What it's called? Yeah, Batman Endgame. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, Batman Endgame. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, Batman Endgame was like the end of Scott Snyder's time on the Batman book. It was like the last story, and Joker. This is a spoiler, but it's also kind of not, because it's not like the main part of the story. But Joker Jokerizes the Justice League, and it is so fucking scary. Like, so scary, right? Like, because you're like, oh no. Like, oh god, it is so scary, because Batman's like, I am dead. Like, when it happens, he's like, I am so cooked, bro. Right? They do a good job of being like, Batman can win because this is a Batman book. But like, the whole time Batman's like, please, stop. Cal, stop. Like, the whole time. Clark, stop. Clark, you're scaring me. Like, the whole time. It's so funny. Like, it's legitimately really scary. Like, the whole time Bruce is like, Clark, stop. Clark, no. Like, why? Right? Like, it's really scary. But it doesn't last very long. It's like 2 issues, right? And then you move on with the rest of Endgame. It's just like how they open the book. Bruce and Clark should kiss. I agree. Siobhan, I agree. They should kiss. Clark, bestie, no! Yeah, exactly. Clark, stop! Clark, please! Yeah. It's the way he kind of takes down the League is actually really clever. And what I like about it is he doesn't like beat the Justice League. It's not like Batman single-handedly beats the Justice League, because that would have been stupid, right? But like, the way he takes them down is really clever, right? I actually really like it. Superbat is so good. I love Superbat, and did you know that Superbat is technically canon? But not in the way you think. So if you type in Superbat, so people are gonna be like, what? Superbat's canon? Yes. Technically. So Superbat is canon because there is a character called Superbat. Superbat is canon because technically when I forget the context, but like Batman and Superman grab a Green Lantern ring and they force, and the power of their will is so strong that the Green Lantern ring can't decide which of them it should go to. So it fuses the bodies and minds of Clark and Bruce into one being called Superbat, who has Batman's intellect, Superman's powers, and the Green Lantern rings on either hand, keeping them together. So it has Superbat has the powers of the emotional spectrum, Superman, and Batman. And before anyone's like, Batman doesn't have powers. No, but he's really fucking smart and he has really good martial arts skills. And so he has those as well. So he has the martial arts capability and mind of Batman. He has the powers of Superman and the biology of Superman. So he has all of Superman's powers and the emotional spectrum. Superbat is, I think, the most powerful thing I have ever seen. Like, that is the most powerful thing I have ever seen. And his logo is the Superman logo mixed with the Batman logo. And it's cool as shit. Please look up Superbat when you get the chance, because Superbat is so fucking cool. I love Superbat so much. We don't see Superbat often, though. It's very rare. Because they have to fuse. And so they need... So basically, the way they have to fuse is they need a Green Lantern ring on standby. Like, that's the only way that the two of them can fuse. Right? And Hal and the boys don't give those rings up that easy. Right? So, yeah. Anyway, did you know that we're almost an hour over time today? We should probably wrap this up. I got to talking so much about comic books, I lost track of where I was. Comic books. Fuck yeah. Read some comics. Read some comic books. And don't just read superhero stuff. Read the Archie stuff, too. You guys know how much I like Archie. Read Archie, too. It's good. Comic books. They're fun. Yeah. It's always Batman's fault. I mean, anytime I talk longer than I'm supposed to, I swear it's because we're talking about Batman. Like, I swear it's because Batman was on my mind, and we ended up talking about Batman for like a long time. I read Archie back in high school. Archie's great. Sami Zayn, Ash. I'm proud of Sami. I will say I did watch the Night of Champions. It was good. It was a good stuff. I am proud of Sami. I'm very proud of Sami. I wish he didn't win it in a roll-up, but it is cool that Sami won. I need to reread the Sonic Mega Man comic book crossover. That shit was really cool. Yeah, that crossover was really cool. My favorite Ash stream is when you talk about Batman for a long time. Yep. So all of them. I like the part of the stream where you talk about Batman for a long time. I like when Ash talk about Batman for a long time. Okay, I'm going to go now. But before I do, let me find somebody for us to redirect over to. The boy is on. Yes. That's my current vocal stim. Is M. Bison. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that boy is... What is he doing? Oh, he's playing Walking Dead. Oh. I forgot that he was playing The Walking Dead. I don't remember if he's played the game before or not. But, oh, I love Walking Dead. Ash, Doko, don't worry, Minsu. I'll always be right here. I'm not going anywhere. In fact, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If everything goes through and the schedule gets the okay, you should see. So hopefully I see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for the stream, Ash. Aw, I try my best. Roblox? I was gonna say, I was like, Roblox hides me from you? How did Roblox do that? I was gonna ask Days, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let that I'm gonna let that hang in the air for a minute. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna send you guys over to Lilo. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow for what should be our Ashkariel stream, where we talk all about the Nether Feather merch. We're gonna be hyping it up for the whole stream. So yeah, I hope you guys get in your reviews for that. And yeah, anyway, until next time, go grab yourself a little slice of heaven, raise a little hell while you do so, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Bye bye. Love you guys too. Goodbye. Love you too. Bye.